Alrighty, folks, welcome back here with another weekly video with Back to Divinity. So, this is a super exciting time as we are finally in Pisces season. The next season is Aries season, and we will be entering the astrological new year. So, that is super exciting. So, think of this time as sort of the December, your real December. So, the time in which you're sort of wrapping things up and thinking about what new seeds you want to get ready to plant. During this time, you might find yourself being a little bit more drained energetically, and that is a-okay because it is asking you to slow down for a quick second right before we sort of blast off entering around mid-March. So let's dive into Pisces energy. We have discussed Pisces energy heavy, especially with the North Node transit and the ways in which Pisces is going to be highlighted for the next, year and a half. However, one of the big things about Pisces, being that it's ruled by the moon, is it is heavily connected to our dream state. And so I know I've already hinted at the fact that, a lot of our dream state is going to be activated during this time. If you struggle to normally remember dreams, you might be remembering them more often at this time. If you are somebody who just doesn't really get dreams, you might be more prone to receiving dreams at this time. But all in all, the dream state is heavily activated. So let's talk about some tips and tricks for dream interpretation. One of the big things about dream state is that it can either be really connected to your subconscious, right? So your subconscious might be having certain thoughts maybe before you go to bed, and that comes through, in your dream state. So it could be highlighting certain subconscious patterns that need to be addressed or need to be faced, or just alerting to you that there is something that is weighing on you that you probably need to sit with. The other thing is that sometimes our dreams can actually be a little bit of a premonition, right? This has happened to me a couple of times where you dream about something and then it actually happens, right? So that's another example. So sometimes it can be a forewarning as to what is coming your way. And then other times, these are just ways for connecting to your spirit guides. So if you are somebody who, is heavily connected to, whatever your higher power is or your deity, you may be more inclined to ask them, hey, please send me a message through my dream state. Help me find clarity or guidance or anything along those sorts when it comes to the specific matter in my life. And you will find that your dream state will provide you that clarity, that guidance for that answer, especially if you are asking for it, because asking and receiving is a huge part of being able to communicate with your spirit team. So, and if you want more guidance on that, feel free to check out that video on communicating with your spirit team. Okay, so let's just dive into a couple of examples. So, tools for interpretation using basic knowledge. So, if you know that certain things were highlighted, such as elements, water, fire, earth, or air, was highlighted in your dream. So whether that's you literally being immersed in water, or you literally being in fire around you, or feeling really connected to earth in your dreams, earth elements, so plants, trees, being out in nature, or anything along the lines of air, so feeling like you can fly like a bird, or things of that sort. Those are the types of themes that can occur in a dream. Use what you understand about elements and unpack why that element was highlighted in your dream, right? For example, let's just do water. Water is something that I often dream about. Water is significant of our deeper emotions. Water is also significant of cleansing and purification. Oftentimes I have dreams about being immersed in water, but in a way where I'm climbing to the top, so trying not to drown. So often that means feeling very burdened emotionally in my own life and trying to find my way up to the top, right? So that is very much just a minor example of how the element can be significant in trying to interpret why you had that dream. So looking into what do you know about these elements and why were they in my dream state? Animal symbolism is another one. So if you find yourself dreaming of dogs, right, or dreaming of cats and things of that sort, right, it could be any animal. It doesn't hurt to just literally go online and search up to see what is the significance of this animal. What does that animal typically represent? You can start to piece together the pieces just by understanding what that animal is typically representative of. For example, dogs. Dogs are often significant of loyalty and compassion. So sometimes you may have a dream of a dog, either a good one or a bad one, right? So it can either be a dog that is there providing support to you by your side. That can be a really big signifier of somebody coming new into your life that is going to provide you loyalty that you're looking for. But also, sometimes you can have a bad dream of a dog, right? A dog biting you or something like that. And you might want to dive into who around me maybe do I perceive as loyal to me that possibly isn't, right? So those are a couple of examples, and of course, apply it to your situation as you see fit and trust your intuition as you are interpreting your own dreams. Color theory is also another one. I did release a video on color theory using the chakras. If you notice it in your dream, for example, you're looking at a cupcake, but the cupcake happens to be purple. This has happened to me before. Search up the significance of color theory, understanding the significance of purple and why that was significant in terms of your dream, right? Colors are highlighted for a reason. One time I had a dream where everything around me was orange, right? To me, that was a signifier that there was something that I needed to revisit in terms of my sacral chakra, as that is orange heavy, right? Meaning themes around sexuality, themes around feeling confident enough in my physical ability, and things of that sort. So you want to dive into color theory here, right? Then the next thing is just general understanding of the body and the chakras, right? So again, building off of color theory, sometimes colors are signifiers of what chakras are being highlighted and what they want you to pay attention to. Other times it could just be signifying something in your body. For example, if you are having a dream and you are noticing that you are feeling an imbalance anywhere in your body or some significant body part is being highlighted, then you might want to focus on that area. Think about what chakra is typically representative of that area and think about, what may be lacking, what blockages may exist in this area, and what was being highlighted to me in my dream state. At the bare minimum, that could be having a dream of you having some sort of dental issues or sore throat issues. That can be a really big signifier of something going on in your throat chakra that you want to pay attention to. Maybe you're holding back your feelings in real life and that needs to be expressed, right? Causing some sort of blockage. And your subconscious is just alerting you to that blockage. Okay. The next thing is numerology, right? We haven't really dived too deep into numerology. However, you can understand numerology. If you don't know it, you can just search it up online and say, what is the significance of this number, right? Or you can attribute it to astrology and your understanding of the houses. You can attribute it to tarot cards and understanding numbers associated with certain tarot cards, right? However you perceive numerology is also significant. So dreaming of certain numbers, a lot of times, people will dream of someone. And I know that in a Caribbean culture, at least for me, because I am Caribbean, a lot of the times, have this dream about numbers and then they'll go play it in the lottery, right? Numerology is just very significant. So whether that's literally seeing numbers in your dream and thinking about what do those numbers mean to me? And if you're not quite sure yet, search up the numerology behind that number and may connect the dots for you. All in all, you are really looking for the deeper symbolism and the message in your dreams, starting by unpacking at the basic level what you saw, right? Whether that was an element that was highlighted, an animal that was highlighted, a color that was highlighted, a body part or a chakra area that was highlighted, and lastly, numerology. There's a lot more, but those are just some of the ones that tend to stand out. Alrighty. Next thing is the fact that your dream can be prophetic, as I mentioned, right? So that can be a vision of the future or something that is yet to come, right? And so, for example, I did have this dream, and this was actually during the daytime, where I just literally dreamed that I was going to go out dancing with someone at a party, right? And that is exactly what happened that night. Now, did I already have that in plan? No. Once I woke up from the nap is when I got the text message from someone saying, hey, do you want to go out dancing tonight? And that is when I was able to be like, whoa, now I understand the dream that I had, right? So my dream was literally informing me, hey, you're going to have a plan tonight that you did not know was coming. And this is going to be what it is, right? Okay. Next thing is that it could be a download. A download is just another word to describe a message that is coming through to you through your crown chakra. The crown chakra is the one that is receiving that download. So coming in through your crown chakra. So that can be, again, a form of communication with your spirit guides, letting you know, hey, let's let her know this, or let's make sure that we're alerting her to this, right? Because this is relevant to her at this time, or she asks for this clarity or this guidance, right? Let's say you really wanted this job and you just weren't quite sure yet whether that job was for you. And you ask your spirit team to provide some sort of clarity on if that direction is the right one for you. And then you end up dreaming about you in the workplace and you're having a great time. There goes your confirmation, right? And so sometimes it can just be as subtle as that. Other times it could be you having a dream, right? And you're confused. This actually did happen to me. You're confused on what direction to go next in your life. And you ask your spirit team for clarity and guidance. And in your dream state comes you in this specific location. Now that is a clear sign that that is the next step for you, right? So those are just ways in which you can be receiving downloads that are helpful for you as tools of guidance and direction in your current moment, in your current reality, right? And then lastly, again, as we described, your subconscious thoughts. So what needs to be brought to your conscious awareness that is just not there yet, but needs to be addressed? For example, if you're healing from a relationship breakup, right? And it's probably 6 months out and you're still finding yourself dreaming of this person, right? Not only could that be a signifier the person is pulling a little bit on your energy and possibly also thinking about you. However, the other part of it could simply be that there is a pattern that is coming up that needs to be revisited, and it is rooted in that connection. So this actually happened to me where I had a dream of a recent, partner, and I just was not sure what that meant for me a while ago. And I was like, well, it's been a while since the breakup. Why is this happening, right? And I journaled about it, right? And this is my advice to you all. When you're trying to unravel, dreams that might be a little bit more related to your subconscious, something that triggered a wound or anything like that, journal. You will find the answer through the journal. So through the journaling experience, I was able to unpack, whoa, I am using some of my own wounding that happened in this dynamic and holding on too tightly to the dynamic that I'm presently in as a result. And that is what my subconscious was trying to tell me, right? So there was a pattern that I was about to replay out that I needed to revisit in order to stop it. And so that is your subconscious letting you know, hey, let's alert you to this because you're not seeing it consciously just yet, right? So all in all, those were a little bit of tips and tricks, right, for how you can interpret your dreams. But again, your dream state is super powerful. It is connected to the moon and it is connected to your subconscious. and therefore a channel of communication between you and your spirit guides, the things that are unseen, right? And so I encourage you all to take the time to sit with your dreams, whether that is writing them down as soon as you wake up into a dream journal, on your notes app, on a notebook, right? But doing what it is that you need to do to maintain connected to your dream state, as it is often a tool for your own guidance in your journey. So good luck to you all, as your dream state is going to be highlighted. Use it as a powerful tool for you and your own personal evolution. Alrighty, folks, thank you for listening, and please share this with other folks. Share, subscribe, follow. We are on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and we are also on YouTube, as well as TikTok and Instagram. So please engage with the community, engage with the content, and let me know what topics you might be interested in seeing and hearing about. Alrighty, folks, have a great Pisces season.